Welcome back, it's Kyle with All in Survival, and today we're going to talk about LBEs, or load-bearing equipment. This one is a direct action, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. Alright, today me and Mr. Bob are hanging out, and we're going to talk a little bit about a product called Direct Actions Hurricane. This is a hybrid type vest. It is an LBE, which it means it's designed to just either go over just you, or you can loosen it up a bit and place it directly over body armor. And this is the theme that we've been talking about, is modularity and having the ability to do many different facets, right? You don't want to buy a gear that is too strict and narrow in its abilities, right? If you're going to spend the money the right way. Make sure that you can do many different things with whatever gear you're getting. This right here is a piece of tech that comes from Direct Action, and it's I think it's great quality. There's tons of laser cut moly on it. It has 4 magazine pouches and 4 fixed pouches with some versatility. So on the outside you have some clip pouches, and if you look, you have the ability to loosen them up and stretch them out, right? You'll see in a minute what I use this for, but sometimes you want to have a large pouch. Sometimes you want to cinch it down and have a small pouch. It does give you some versatility, right? You can also just tuck these in, use them open, put extra, patches on it or whatever you want to do. The center two, the one on the right is zipped. The one on the left is basically like a frag pouch. Or a smoke grenade pouch. It's about that size, and it's nice to have a utility pouch that you can zip up, or just a regular flap. If you look, you've got 4 molly on either side that give you a little bit of extra versatility in case you want to add something extra, a little bit of space. Bob's a little bit tight on here, but it's got some the ability to go over your shoulder and keep your back plate nice and thin. We're going to ignore this and this right here. This is the clip, utility clip for my knife, and this is also the radio antenna. And to be honest, it was kind of a pain to run it all through, so I'm not going to tear it down. But we're going to ignore these products because they don't come with it. This is its base configuration, the way that you buy it. I'll put the link in the description for this product. The way that I run it is with what's called a sniper pad in the middle. And give me just 1 second. And now this right here is called the sniper panel. It's also by Direct Action. I appreciate having this because it frees up some area on your chest and moves the weight to the sides. For any guys out there that are a more barrel chest, that are a little bit bigger guys, by running all of your ammunition and everything directly up on front, your prone positions are going to be difficult, and so I appreciate rolling them off to the sides. The sniper panel, I don't remember what the cost is, but it's like another $50. But hey, you tailor the gear the way that you're going to use it and the way you want to use it. Now, the Cordura is really good quality. Everything is laser cut, double stitched in many areas. You have a lot of adjustability with the straps on the back to loosen up everything. It's got a pull handle on the back to drag Bob. If you needed to drag Bob out of a situation, you probably could. Depends on how much sand and water is in the bottom. All jokes aside, it's really good quality, right? Obviously, this is used to elevate your game and bring more equipment with you if you needed to go on foot and for whatever. I don't want to get into all that, attacking a target and all that stuff. Whatever. But once again, you saw how I run my plates. I like it really slick and not much stuff on it. Maybe just a few ammo. I prefer to add additional stuff. So here in just a second, I'm going to go ahead and load everything down, and we'll talk just a little bit about what I carry and maybe a little bit more theory on that. All right, we'll be right back. All right, I'm back with Bob, and this right here is basically what I would say is my normal loadout. Now, this changes mission dependent on whatever you're doing. Basically, let's talk a little bit about modularity. First off, we've already looked at the body armor and we've looked at the pistol belt. Everything comes in stages, right? You can carry a little bit of gear on your pistol belt, you carry a little bit more on your body armor, you carry even more with an LBE. Now, this LBE is based solely on what your mission is and what you've got going on. But in general, what we want to have is some extra ammo, some extra medical, some comms, maybe a compass, maybe a monocular. So what we want is the ability to take whatever the mission might be and extend it out just a little bit, right? I come from a weird age in the U.S. Army where we started off with the load-bearing harness with the heavier belt, when everything was on your belt. Then we went to more of a vest where we are shoving ammunition and stuff into your vest, incorporated in with your battle belts. Then we moved into a phase where we started with plate carriers, right? So in a matter of 10 years in the military, this entire time is during conflict, the Army went through a lot of changes, right? And with war comes innovation. So what we looked at towards the end of my career is that you wanted to have capability on your belt, your body armor, and you could move up to a load-bearing equipment and take a patrol pack, right? Each one of these moved up your ability, right? So I think I will take all of this and put it on a table and we'll take a quick look at this stuff. But in general, I just wanted to show you that I don't run really heavy when it comes to load-bearing vest. I'm kind of in the old school where I prefer the pack. And we talked a little bit about that with the body armor. They have some really great back plates or additional packs that can be zipped on to the plate carrier, right? So it turns it from a plate carrier into a backpack, which is a great idea, right? Modularity. That's what I'm so impressed with Direct Action and many of the other brands out there right now. They're just doing so great with the modularity. They don't just design one system and say, okay, here you go, here's our product. They design a system and give you 100 different options on how you want to wear it. Now, a lot of people won't want this the sniper in the middle, but I'm a pretty large guy, and in the past I've had lots of ammunition on the front of my plate carrier, and when you go to lay down, get in the prone, it is incredibly uncomfortable, hard to maneuver, hard to get up. So I prefer to roll that weight off to the sides a little bit. I carry it under my arms for the most part. The knife can vary, the placement of your tourniquets can vary, how much ammunition you're carrying, all of that stuff varies to how you need it. I'll break here in a second. We'll come back and we'll look at different items that are on here. Okay, as I broke and I was about to tear all this stuff out, I remembered why I brought Bob into the mix in the first place. I can't stand tabletop reviews. So what we're gonna do is, I just moved him. We're gonna slowly go through the stuff that's on here, right? So as a squad leader, I carried a pair of binoculars, and they were the really cumbersome, heavy, really great quality, but I didn't like carrying them. So I carry a solo vortex monocular, right? Just enough to give you some range. Now my eyes are getting old, and threat identification becomes an issue, right? So if you can't look and actually say that this is a bad person or something I need to worry about, then you need to fix that, right? Or ignore it until it's close enough that it's an issue. I wouldn't always suggest number 2. All right, but I keep that in there. It's on my load-bearing vest. Here, pouch number 2, I keep a compass. Now, this is not an active duty military compass. This is an orienteering compass. I will put the link in the description on the brand and the model, but it is a high quality, made for orienteering, and pretty much everything you can do with the standard compass you can do with this. They've got the pins through here, so you can line it up, do dead reckoning, and all that stuff. You can use the thumb method and all that. That's not here nor there for this video. But anyways, I keep a high quality compass on a lanyard, which anybody who has spent any time in the service, yeah. I one time went through a land nav course in the nighttime and did not have my compass dummy corded. I thought I put it away. It went out, in and out the pockets, and I got to the next section where I was going to put it out and get a bearing, and yeah, that was a long night. All right, let's move her around. So also I keep tourniquet. This is an SOFTT, and a little bit higher quality. It's for the most part out of the way. You want to keep this section clear for obvious reasons. This is your firing shoulder. I keep a Gerber on here. This is, and then my comms, right? So I'm not going to spend $1,000 on comm set. So what I did was I took a Bowfang. I believe this is the 9R, and I kind of manipulated it to do what I needed, right? I wanted to run a system where you're getting the best antenna you can possibly get. The antenna comes all the way up and through the shoulders, kind of just weaves in. Link will be in the description. This video is not based on comms. I'm not going to get deep into it. But I also got a BTT that's here on this side, which my helmet will come down and hook directly into that, right? It's out of the way. The button is covered, but it's out of the way. You have to actually reach and go ahead. You don't want your gun hand, but you take your left and you can place the button. Anyway, we'll move on. All right. On this last side, instead of putting an IFAK on the side or on the back or whatever, I took most of the contents of the IFAK and I just jammed it into here. Once again, I've dummy corded it, and it's, you know, the only thing I took out of here, and it still needs to go back in because I have replaced it, and I just haven't placed it in here, is the new nasal airway. And it was old and cruddy. Everybody knows that you let those sit too long and that's not good. So I went ahead and replaced that. Anyways. All right, so that's pretty much it. It's light. Oh, the little admin pouch, I keep additional comm sets for the ear in case I'm not wearing my headset for my helmet. You want to make sure that you have the ability to run silent. So there is a PTT push button on here. You can do mini. Just additional sets. I can kind of tailor my comms to however I really want to run it. So this unit has the ability to carry 4 extra mags, which you do. Remember that the body armor has the ability to carry up to 11. So if you wanted to run all of the body armor with ammo, place this on the outside and run 4 more. God help you on the amount of weight, but it's totally possible. So, all right. Let's talk about in conclusions, right? So what do we get from this, right? LBE, right? It is not necessary for normal everyday people. It's not. It is an accessory that amplifies your ability on the field of battle. And why do I have it? Well, with the training that I had as a soldier and the time I spent overseas, I want the ability to tailor whatever the situation is to my needs, right? So I think that this rig does everything I need it to, and I'm going to take it through its paces very shortly. Even this last week, I added a new item to it, so I'm constantly tailoring it to my needs, and I think that that's one of the great things about the modularity out there. So if you like the video, please hit the like button. Say anything in the comment. You can tell me I'm an idiot. I really don't care. All of that helps. If you want to see something on the channel, please bring it up. Let's chat. And I think next we're going to go ahead and get into the helmet. And then lastly, we'll come back and dive a little bit deeper into the comms. I know that's going to be an issue that people really want to talk a little bit about. I'll be honest, comms are not wonderful with comms. I can get the very bare minimums done. So we'll talk in broad spectrums on that. So as always, stay safe out there.